Good evening.
Good evening,
Good evening,
Daddy.
sir.
Aha. How are
Daddy,
you?
how are you? I'm
I'm
fine.
fine.
Good evening,
Thank God.
sir.
Good evening. So how's the work? How's the work going?
We thank God,
We
sir.
thank God.
All right. Okay, let's start today's small training. It's always just to connect us back to the beginning where we started from. What is the business for you? Imagine new world on economic financial research. We're just trying to see how we can reconnect with where we are coming from. Some people must have forgotten where we are coming from. So let's reconnect. I mean, all right. Today we are looking at the new perspective, how to set our mindset. Anything we do in this world is your mindset. Your mindset tell you that I beg this business now still go be. But if your mindset tells you that I can, I can, people are doing it, why can't I? That's the beginning of where we are going to. People are doing the business, people are succeeding, why can't I? Each time I think of the Indian situation where a 24-year-old boy is the one using online system to be number one Indian, earning about 45 million every month. I want to wonder, ah, why? Why can't I? So we need to reset our minds. Our mindset is important. And then we need to also remember that in this business, what are we? We are solution providers. We have the solution in our hands because the major problem in the world today, there are health issues and financial issues. And what is our business? What are we doing really? It's a business to provide health solution and to provide financial solution in the best way that will make you an entrepreneur. Quite different from the other way people try to be healthy, taking drugs, taking this treatment, and we are looking for best solution to provide health. So wellness, this is the issue today. So I will very fast, just going on quickly. Let's see. Yeah. These are two major things we are looking at today. Focus on our health crisis. The crisis is there already, but how do we get out of the crisis? And then financial crisis. These two crises, they are around us now. How do we escape it? Are we still going to manage throughout life? No way. We have to, at a point in life, say, no, I'm going to stop here. We have to start on this new platform. They say the worst income source to be a salary earner job. That's the worst. Don't even think of it. Get your mind off this area. Undergoing the journey of the broke. No, no, no. And then not only you getting out, but try as much as possible to persuade people to get out of the job, to join you in this business. These are things we must be doing. That's our job every day, providing solution to what? To health crisis and to financial challenges today. They are there. So you enjoy the financial benefits as well as health benefits if you are doing the business. Is there anybody who can vouch for this to say that yes, it's true? The financial benefit is there in this business. Who can I hear anybody with us who can vouch for that? Is there
Yes, I
anybody?
can.
Yes, I can. That's very good.
Yes, sir. I can.
Yes, yes. You see,
Yes, I can.
if you don't believe that there's solution in the products that you are using to benefiting, then you cannot be able to persuade somebody else. That's the beginning. It's not matter of going to read about this, then come. No, no. It's from experience, what you have experienced on the business, on the products. Yes. You can tell somebody about how aloe vera gel, this thing, no, your ability to be able to relate what you have experienced on the product makes you succeed in the business. So then the financial benefit as a solution provider, as you are providing solution, helping people out of all these problems, then your solution, your income starts accruing. Your income starts accruing. That's what Ziegler said. The more people you can help to succeed in life, the better your own, better yours. The more people. So if I were you, I want to look for more and more people to help. Our job is to help people. Helping people is the best we can do. And then thank God we now have better means helping people online. What are you doing online? So we have to sharpen the process, online processes. We have to sharpen it. We have to learn more every day. What are you doing online? So all these things, because the more people you help all over the world, the more, the better your own. And then we also, well, for those who are coming into the business newly, we'll talk about 4CC later on. Yeah. It's important to talk about it. What our products will do, you know it already. Supplements, and then detox, and then ensure wellness, balance regime, as well as personal care. These are the things that our products can do. You know them already. So the efficacy of our products are laid on all this. Then products for cardiovascular disease. You should be able to have all this in mind because you never can tell any person you come across every day, oh, this guy has cardiovascular problem, health, heart problem. Products are there already. Not when you come across somebody that, oh, let me call Mr. Aquarigin to no, you know them already. They are for you. Products for cardiovascular disease, the heart health, high blood pressure, hypertension, sudden death. We want to avoid all this. So products that we can use to prevent them. And then prostate health. Products for prostate health, you know them. Erectile dysfunction, you know them. Products for women's health. What every woman must take regularly. For children, you know them already. Then personal care products, everyday products for the home, for the houses, you know them already. So all these things, you should have them at your fingertips. So the products are for family health. So what is case credit and what is 4CC? How many new persons are in the house with us? How many new persons are there in the house with us? Case credit means this is a currency, unit of currency in forever. Because the business is not just a business you do in one country alone. Over 160 countries, some are using dollars, some are using pounds, some are. What is the unique thing of case credit? That case credit measures our activities. Activities we have done throughout the month, we struggle to do this. In fact, we don't need to struggle again. You do it happily. So what measures what you have done this month compared to what you did last month? It's a case credit, measures it. So, but the minimum the company expects us, if you are doing good business as a non-manager, you're not yet a manager, for case credits. As a manager, your first case credit plus others make 12. Yeah, okay for the month. That's the minimum, not just don't do first and say, thank God, oh, yeah, I've achieved this one. No, that is the minimum. And that minimum is what can help you now benefit from many others. That is the fruit of your labor. You can now enjoy it. You can imagine throughout the month what you have done, and what you did was just maybe 3.9999 case credits. We didn't know. And the month ends, what you saw was just what? Say how come? Meanwhile, people came into the business, more people, more activities, because you didn't do four. 3.999 is not four. So you cannot enjoy the benefits of what others, of our benefit of your labor. You can't enjoy it. So you need to be very careful at the end of the month. You need to be very careful to make sure your 4 is 4, 12 is 12. Okay? So, yes, 4 criteria means a given volume and value of the products you are using, your activities throughout the month. All these are the things you must do. And then you have in the back of your mind too that this business is not a one-man business. It's how you can have a team. You grow your community. Everybody need to grow into our community. What we begin with sourcing for 5, at least 5. That's the Japanese model. 5. People to get a 5 you are looking for, you must have gotten more than 5. Then you cannot select those who are yes, they are prepared for the business. So you get to 5, and then the emphasis is everybody doing 4 case credits a month. Yeah, let's of course look at you, look at your 5. And you doing your 4 case credits, because everybody must look onto you, and then teach everybody in your team how to also do their 4 case credits. Yes, and I saw the financial benefits is not necessary now, but suffice to mention that the business money comes. But some people at the end of the month just look at their recap, their bonus recap, but you don't know how that money comes. You need to know. So on a good day, everybody must learn computation, calculating how this was done. Month 2, yeah, look at you, look at the 5, and then work with each of your 5 to get the 5. That is teach to reach. Teach to reach. Jane Leach loves this thing, teach to reach. You have been able to. How? How are you able to then teach each person you brought in to also do exactly what you have done? That is the bottom line. In this business, it involves a lot of teaching somebody, so that that person can also teach somebody who can teach somebody. That is the secret of the business. You teach, bring in your 5 and teach each of your 5 to get their own 5. Look at it. This man has his own 5. This man has his own 5. You see, teach to reach. I'm teaching you to do exactly what that is the secret of the business. Okay? But the financial computation is there. What you must know how to do to calculate, must know it. Then month 3, you brought in 5, and there are 5 brought in their own 5s. And then each of this also, you see, the business, any person that cannot duplicate himself or replicate himself, we truncate the system. We cut short the life of the system. So the system must continue as long as you can bring in 5 and teach your 5 to bring, then it continues from there. It continues so that you are not going to spend time teaching everybody. Just teach those you can teach well so that they can teach. They can teach others. Others can teach others. That is the uniqueness of the business. Yeah. And then you need to be very conversant with the marketing plan, the compensation plan. That's the one unique thing I praise Rex for in set up the business is to have adequate, good compensation plan. Compensation plan means, oh, I say, please help me take this to that place. I give you 10,000 naira of compensation. Another company doing similar thing, say, no, you take this one, take my own to that place. I give you 1 million. Of course, 1 million is bigger than 10,000. That means that company has better compensation. So we are proud of Forever because our compensation plan is the best. And so what do? You now put in your all effort, your effort to enjoy the best of the marketing plan. Please make sure you get acquainted to the marketing plan because there are some prospects, there are some new people you bring into the business. I tell you the truth, they want to listen to you, not to talk of all this. Oh, you get a car, you get this. They want to ask you, what is the compensation plan of your company? What is the compensation plan of your company? You must know it, be constant with it, then you must teach a new person, be well grounded with it. Okay? So take note of that. And then the business we do today, we cannot but be online. Our online presence, that's the best thing, the blueprint for our success in the business now. Using digital marketing system is being online. No more that kind of olden days things we do, pursuing people, chasing people. No. In such a way that you position yourself to attract people. Which one do you prefer? To be a hunter or a farmer? Which one do you prefer? Who knows? Can anybody talk? What do you prefer, to be a hunter or a farmer?
A farmer.
Why?
I want to be a farmer.
Why not be a hunter? Why?
You are a hunter. When you are seen, animals will run.
Oh, any animal wants it. This is my dog come. This one is the key person. They take off. But the farmer takes time to cultivate, takes time to weed, takes time to provide all the enabling environments for the crops to grow. And then who benefits eventually? The yield? You. The yield, because you're taking time to sow and to take care, to weed. The weeds are competitors, unnecessary competitors, so you must remove them. The same thing, the business. This business is about farming so that you can yield well. Everybody must have a community. The community, if today you look back and you are the only one in your team, you are the only one that is doing well in your business, it's not a business. It must be such that, yes, you look around where, yeah, this is fine. People you brought in and you grow them up well, and they also have their own community. That is what makes the business grow. Your community, to have their own community, and they come. You see, all these together are your communities. If you can look well, look at your at the end of the month, you want to smile, say, "Oh God." So all these names, you don't know them, but they are part of your community. So make sure you do things that will attract people to you, and you connect with them. What do you do to connect to attract people? The things you post, your content, online content, driving traffic. Every day you must show your presence online. And when people are there, what I've seen, what I've shown, people love it, that there, you are not available. No, you must be available. You connect. You connect them. As you do the connection properly, friendly, you need friendly connection. Then people are interested. You want to now educate them. Look, this is this. This is how capable this product can do. And then you also use stories. Stories. You want to talk about product of fertility, for example. You don't just talk about fertility. You give stories. Oh, there was a wedding I attended some years back, about 10 years ago. I remember that wedding. We celebrated it. So much was spent to the wedding. But after the wedding, people are waiting, people are looking for result and looking for pregnancy, but it didn't come. What happened? Then you now showed the efficacy of a product for fertility. So what? Then suddenly you notice that the person had now become, oh, they are now happy family, now pregnancy have come. Somebody want to ask you, what did you give? What did you do? That junction, the product, because it's very interested now. Oh, that means they can get answer to such problem. You can tell stories that will educate, stories that will profile solution. People say, oh, you mean the products can do this? Because solutions are what we are selling. Better way you feel are what we are selling. Confidence in decisions, what we are selling. And then eventually you guide people, and then how they can come into the business of buy the products. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, yes, please use the time you have now, the break. We have a 5-10 minutes break. So while we're waiting, it's already time. It's already time now.
Good evening, Prof.
Oh, Brendo, how? Dr. Drugs, my guy. Ivy.
I'm fine. Just to let you know that I'm around. I've been around since.
Very good. Very good.
Yes,
I trust you. So
yes,
you can, yeah, we are ready now, so we can go. I will start now at the point. I'll call you in. I will call you in at the point in time.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm here. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Everybody remind your guests now.
Our guests ready? Are we ready now?
Daddy, me what's up?
Brendo, hi. Amote, how are you?
Answer. You know he's talking.
I know now. What do you get? Buddy.
Daddy, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
God bless you,
So,
sir.
yeah, good evening, everybody. We are starting this program for today now, right away. And what I have here is how we can create an impact on wellness, create an impact on well-being, and then what will be the result? You create an income. Excuse me. You are helping people to be well, helping people to get the benefits of wellness, and their well-being is okay. The results that will come is you are making money. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we start today. We're going to define all these concepts. We're going to explain it gradually until we get to the highlights where Dr. Drog will come in. So, what is wellness? Our business is all about wellness. So, what is this wellness? Can everybody mute themselves to allow others to enjoy the business talk?
Hello, Prof. Please kindly unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, exactly. I have, yeah. Thank you very much. So the business about wellness. And what is wellness? Wellness is about taking care of your overall health and happiness. If you are well, you're happy. Yes. And good enough. In today's world, wellness is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Wellness industry is big, and you'll be happy to be in the wellness industry. So wellness industry is booming everywhere. It's when something is booming, all over the world. In Canada here, you see, they prioritize their health and wellness more than everything, more than everything. So you hear about this wellness. I'll talk in detail about it later on. Then what is well-being? Well-being refers to your state of being comfortable. You are comfortable. You have the confidence in yourself that I'm okay, I'm okay. You are healthy and you're happy. So both of them are tied together. Awareness and well-being, they are tied together. Yeah. We talk about creating income also. That is financial gains. Earning money through various means. But one of the means, I don't want to talk about it. Don't get involved. This job, salary jobs. These are old-fashioned salary. But we'll talk about business, investments. Earning income through business like we're doing now. The purpose of achieving financial security, achieving financial independence. So we'll talk about creating income. Yes, financial gains, about creating impact. All these are the things we have in our flyers. It must be explained before we go ahead. Creating impact means you are making meaningful difference, making impact on somebody. Impactful. Creating a positive effect on people and society. You have made impact. Having a sense of purpose and fulfillment from one's activity. If your activities can have fulfillment on somebody else, it means you are impactful. All right, gentlemen and ladies. No wonder God in his own wisdom if you go back to the books, the old books, religious books, like Christianity or Islam, you go back to the books. I'm so excited about this section. Each time I read it, beloved, I wish above all things thou prosper with good health. Two things, good health and prosperity. Prosperity is, yes, I talked about abundance, financial abundance. So God created man to be prosperous and to be in good health. Wow. That is a good thing to enjoy. Well, people know all this, but they are not enjoying it. Until when this good man, good man, oh my God, blessed man came in and said, look, I have succeeded in life in the things I'm doing, but there's still something I need to do. And this man saw that one of the greatest sources of illness in the world is empty wallets. If your wallet is empty, your bank account is empty, you never can tell how you feel. Very bad. If you want to decrease the number of people that are suffering, just give them a chance to earn honest living. This is the best thing. Honest living. People make millions today, but not honest ways. In this business, your source of income is honest. And so it's set up an organization. Today, these are the executive of the organization, people of notable characters. People, all these people you are seeing here, these are the people today, the executive of the business. What is the business out to achieve? What's the mission of the business? Say we create a profitable environment to create an environment for you to operate well, where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be. Do you know what it means? When you are growing up, oh, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be this, but how can you be? Somebody has created an environment for you to operate well, to be what you want to be. This is it. And it goes further to say that we will create and cherish a passion for and a belief in our company, our products, our industry. And we seek knowledge and balance. Above all, we will be courageous as we lead our company and our forever business owners. I am a forever business owner. Don't know about you. If you're a forever business owner, it's a good title. Forever business FBOs, they're wonderful. There we go. And look at it. The story of this great company is such that today we have more than 150 countries operating in this business. And the business is cash rich, debt free. When you say you are debt free, it means you don't owe, you don't borrow, you are cash rich. More than $1.5 billion in assets. I remember each time we travel to US and we visit you see, all those places we visit, they are all belonging to forever. You see the boat, you see the yacht, you see everything. They're assets. Then worldwide turnover in excess of $2.6 billion. It's a great company. So ongoing global expansion plans are there. And then DSA winning training and support programs. So you hear of many things about award winning. God. So the mission to help people live healthier lives and wealthier lives. Healthier and wealthier. You are healthy, you are wealthy. That's the mission. What this company wants you to be, you have to be. Somebody wishes you to seize it, the opportunity, and be. You have to. It's a trusted, natural, aloe vera-based products. No artificial hyping, and then the results are not faked. A company that rewards you, take note, this is the bottom line now that I will explain later on. How do you make money? You are rewarded financially and otherwise through sharing of wellness products. Wellness. So I will go ahead now to talk about these wellness products. A solid foundation for the vision. I've told about the vision already, but what is a solid foundation? The choice of the raw materials for all these products you see, over 500 lines of products you see everywhere. Raw materials, aloe vera, not just any aloe vera, but barbadensis pillars. That is species. This one you are seeing there, on the left-hand side of the screen, aloe barbadensis pillars, because some aloe veras, they can destroy. But this one, barbadensis miller, is good. And then the beehive products. Products from bees. These are the social insects. But their products, their home, oh my God, amazing. And then some herbal products also. So Rex built a world-class wellness system. Our system, the industry, it's a wellness industry, but Rex have built a world-class system. So Rex brought in the best scientists. How did they do it? If he knows it, if he hears about you are somewhere in Australia, the best scientist, you are going to be invited and given an assignment. So Rex was able to bring in the best scientists and was able to work with award-winning experts, award winners, people who have excelled in their own aspects that concerns us, that brought in. And then he was able to develop products that are solutions to well-being, solutions to wellness. That is why you are a solution provider. If you're an FBO, you are a solution provider because the solutions for all these health problems, solutions for financial problems, we have them ready. So you provide solution to these challenges. Let me quickly take you there and see. We talk about 40 million plants on the ground. These are amazing things. You can see them, take a look at them. This is species of aloe vera we'll talk about. Now, the benefit offered by this plant for all humans, even animals, they are antioxidants. You talk about antioxidants, your mind should go back. Free radicals, they are destructive elements, they cause cancer, they kill. But antioxidants, they are the solution. And these aloe vera products, they are antioxidants, Baba antioxidants, anti-aging. And they are products that provide solution for digestive health, reproductive health, immune functions, you see, and so many other things. So our products are award-winning supplements. You can see the farms, you see they're established there, and then the industry that processes them to what you finally use. When you talk about products like this, you see, they are processed into what comes to you. You can see them. So all the products we talk about, so they have nutritional benefit that are therapeutic in nature. That is the way out today. Today, we've gotten the raw materials, and the raw materials have been processed in a way that they offer you therapeutic benefits. All right, look at them. The drinks, daily nutrition, product for immune health, for active lifestyle, both aloe vera based and the beehive products. All these are products, and then some herbal products that are part of it. So we have them as personal care, skin care, weight management, things for facials, all that you need in life to make life worth living. Okay, can see them. All these are award winning. If you Google them, some of you see the awards winning. When a product has won an award, it means all over the world it's recognized and it's of benefit to people and humankind in terms of health and nutrition. And so you're taking care of your wellness and your well-being. And see there, who is who. I'm talking about who is who is for us. About gel, aloe vera gel. That is the origin of it. You talk about freedom, talk about bear nectar, this and pieces. So from children, even adults, everybody has products they need. Use it and they get benefits. Even toothpaste today, at the time I googled and found out that they comparative analysis of our toothbrush gel compared with Pepsodent and all this other kind of toothpaste that had fluorides. Our own has no fluoride. Analysis have shown this is the best. So why not use the best and become the best? Then phase 2, look at the beehive, the bees. Millions of bees raised to produce what? Honey and other things. You can see. The company that carefully, you see, every day, 247, honey is running as taps, running into bottles. This company is great. Eventually, the honey is put in the bottle for you. Yes, your bee honey. In addition to this, you have your propolis tablets, propolis cream. Propolis is the most important beehive, natural antibiotics in the home of the bees. The home of the bees, there you can't find any infectious, anything, bacteria or fungi, you cannot find because of the propolis. Then the royal jelly, royal jelly, anti-stress, and so many other uses. And then bee pollen. So these 4 products are unique from the home of the bees. My God. So what is the challenge today? The challenges of today, health challenge has become very big issues, but requires attention. If you ask me, it requires attention because over 1 billion people worldwide are at risk to uncontrolled high blood pressure. Children, even children now, who of 7, 8 years, 10 years, you take them, they all say he has hypertension. How come? How come? So we are going to talk about this in details. Hypertension is linked to cardiovascular disease and premature death. And in Nigeria, you see 4 out of 10 Nigerians. So ladies and gentlemen, they highlight the significant public health concern in Nigeria today and all over the world, emphasizing on the need to create awareness, prevention, and management. This is where we are going to bring in my own brother, my friend, the pharmacist, Dr. Drugs, to do justice to what we have. The second aspect of what we have today. I will come back and round up because we talk about money, the financial benefits. What we can you share your slide, please? Share your slide, Dr. Drugs.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Just a moment, please.
Good.
Yep.
So, Dr. Drug, welcome. God bless you for coming. Please,
Thank
can you clap for Dr. Drugs? Go to emojis, and put your hand together for Dr. Drugs.
Thank you so much.
Welcome him.
Thank you so much, Prof. It's an honor to be here, Prof. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you for the invitation, sir.
Welcome.
So in about 25 to 30 minutes, we're going to be talking about something that's affecting people worldwide. I remember my humble self, Lucky, Dr. Drugs. The unique thing about this condition is that it cuts across a wide range of people, and it's something that is actually silent in nature. As someone that has a very vast experience in pharmaceuticals and also in the medical aspects, that's someone that specializes in chronic disease condition medically, it's very pertinent that we assess this matter from a wider perspective. So it's an opportunity to have a hybrid health practitioner, someone that is have like more like a pharmacist and a doctor combined, to explain something that is actually affecting a lot of people in Nigeria, especially in this part of the world today. So guys, please buckle up your seatbelts. We're going to be very fast. Starting, what's the time now? It should be about 22 minutes past 20. That's 8:22, sorry. 22 minutes past 8. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing my slide. Beautiful. Hypertension. Okay. Now we hear about this thing often and we just take it for granted because it's something that we cannot measure with our physical senses oftentimes. And in fact, we're talking about how it happens and the possibility of it being treated and all that. Now, our table of content is very simple and straightforward. We can't be talking about hypertension without talking about lifestyle diseases. And of course, hypertension management and treatment, autophagy, would be spoken about very briefly. Obesity detox and weight management will be spoken about very briefly as well in passing. And then, of course, let's get right into it. I remember my humble self, Lucky, Dr. Drugs, and it's a pleasure to be presenting hypertension treatment tonight. Now, what are the greatest assassins on earth today? This section, this slide is just trying to tell us that cholesterol and stress are the major assassins on earth today. And of course, cholesterol perpetrates this action via blockage of blood flow through what is called atherosclerotic plaques, killing cells on either side by starving them of oxygen and nutrients. And of course, stress as well, which perpetrates its action via this, free radicals that damage DNA, which is the core or the major aspect of everything that has to do with being you. Okay? Now, lifestyle diseases are attached to poor lifestyle choices that are being made. And examples include lack of physical activity, like exercise. We try to wake up thousands of patients every morning to exercise and try to give them reasons why they should exercise, actually. Then we have poor dieting, alcoholism, smoking, substance abuse, as well as lack of rest. Who knew that lack of rest can actually lead to an increase in stress hormone that can actually, which is called cortisol, which via a cascade of unpleasant activities in the system can provoke hypertension. Now, these are a few of such lifestyle diseases, right? We have heart diseases like hypertension, we're talking about now, atherosclerosis, we just talked about that, the excess cholesterol in the system of blood vessels, all the way down through obesity, very important, we'll talk about that briefly, then type 2 diabetes, and so on and so forth. But there's the very important aspect here is that prevention of these lifestyle diseases entails avoiding the avoidable risk factors. And of course, let's also bear in mind that these lifestyle diseases, they move together. It's more like all for one and all for one. When one enters the city, you know how Eastern Igbos do behave. When Igbos come into a place, they establish there, they get better, they call their brothers to come and work in their shop, and their brothers will work in the shop for a while. After about maybe 7 years or thereabout, they settle them. Those ones begin to do well, they go back, call others, and so on and so forth. And that is how lifestyle diseases also call their brothers. Let me give us a typical example. Obesity, which I call the mother of lifestyle disease, calls high blood cholesterol to come from the village, to come and join in the city, which is the person's body. And by the time it establishes itself, it begins to it decides to call his own brother atherosclerosis to come and block blood flow. By the time that one establishes itself, he goes to the village again and goes to bring hypertension because the heart need to pump with a higher pressure to overcome the blockage, and so on and so forth. Hypertension too goes to the village and cause heart attack and stroke, and so on and so forth. That's how it happens. So that's why they move together. So it's best to always tackle them or nip them. Let's not even forget that obesity can still cause diabetes, who can also cause high blood cholesterol, who can also cause atherosclerosis and cause hypertension and cause stroke and heart attack. It's just a web of issues that this lifestyle disease can cause. Now, lifestyle diseases are mostly reversible, but the earlier the better. That's even a good news, because that means that lifestyle diseases are treatable. Now, cardiovascular diseases, these are just a list of them: coronary artery disease, hypertension, all the way down through to peripheral artery disease, and so on and so forth. But let's not forget Takotsubo syndrome, which as a result of heartbreak syndrome, which as a result of spasms that happen in the heart, especially when you see a woman that has, after Valentine's, some women had Takotsubo syndrome this Valentine because the boyfriend that they were hoping on was actually hoping on another person's girlfriend, and the chain goes on. And Valentine's Day, they discovered that they were alone, and they had a heartbreak. And of course, the blood vessels in their heart began to have spasms. And rather than hold their head, what do? They hold their heart, because they already have that cardiovascular heart disease called triggered by Takotsubo syndrome. That's just on the side. Now, the human heart is actually a muscular organ that pumps blood through the blood vessels of the body's circulatory system. I don't think there's anybody on earth that can work as hard as the human heart. Bear in mind that it's the most important organ in the body, not even the brain, because medically, one is declared or pronounced dead when the heart stops beating. Now, its function is simple: supply oxygen and nutrients to the cells and take away carbon dioxide and waste materials, period. Then go to the lungs and replace oxygen and nutrients, the oxygen from the lungs, and also gets nutrients from the mesenteric system or the intestines. Okay? Of course, that one first of all pass through the liver and the cascade of things we don't want to talk about now. All right? Basically, it's a very important organ, and without it, the cells of the body will die. So you can see an example of how some people begin to have issues here. You see this blockage here, where we have all the negative things all the things people like to eat. In fact, do you know that if you check the trend, you find out that people that are within the areas where you have fast food and all these things, like as well as I always say, I often say that be careful, fast food can kill fast. You understand? You can see how these fast foods come here to form coracoid meeting, blocking essential blood vessels that are supplying the heart and other parts of the body, and can actually lead to what is called the heart attack, and also what they call angina pectoris, and so on and so forth. So this is just trying to tell us more about other heart diseases. You see that they are all mostly related, because the cardiovascular system is actually completely linked. There's no one that's isolated from each other, because blood flows round and round and round, and of course gets replaced at the essential point. Yes. Now let's just quickly get to it. The symptoms of coronary artery disease include shortness of breath, extreme tiredness, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's why it's very important that we make sure our blood vessels are clean. You understand? And sometimes people always ignore these things. You know, I heard a story or a joke about a man that was in the hospital and he was dying. And he asked, "Is his wife here?" He said, "Yes." "Is his first son here?" He said, "Yes." Second son, he asked of everybody, "What about the gate man? What about the security? What about this?" Asked of everybody. They said they were all in the hospital with him there. The last word the man said before he died was, "So now who can't dey for shop?" That's to show you that many of us do not take note of all these things, because we put things that are not supposed to be in front. You understand? So I don't want to mention the tribe of the person, because I know some people here already say in their mind that I know that person is so and so. I don't want to say it. But that's how terrible this is. So once we notice these signs and symptoms, please let's just begin to know that we can actually save ourselves the stress of, stressing other people with sickness and all that by taking care of ourselves. So the risk factors for coronary artery disease start from what we're talking about today: hypertension, then diabetes, lack of exercise, and so on and so forth. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, This happens when artificial ventilation and chest compressions are needed to help resuscitate somebody. Okay, it's not an opportunity for us to start kissing some girls that collapse beside the swimming pool, because I know some guys, if a guy dives inside the pool and he's struggling, nobody will answer him. They say, oh, God, come outside. They are shaking the water too much. But if a fine girl should just pretend that she's drowning, hey, all the men will just jump inside because they want to go and do CPR. Please, it's not a kissing opportunity. It's important that we take note that you should give breath of life and give those 100 to 120 compressions that should be 5 to 6 centimeters deep, okay, with 8 breaths of life per minute, right? It's a very serious business. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. Now, hypertension is basically a sustained elevation of blood pressure above normal. That is it. But some people have this mistake that they often believe that once the BP is above 120/80, they're hypertensive. No, it's wrong. It's a range, all right? 100 to 130/60 to 90. Okay? That is what's supposed to be. Because I remember someone calling me and saying that he's in trouble. What is hypertension? I think he said he has 122/81. I said, what does that mean? He said that's above 128. I said, no, yeah, perfectly. Now, if you look at this formula here, then you will know what hypertension is all about. But I want us to take note of this particular aspect where we say peripheral resistance. That's cardiac output, that's peripheral resistance, all right? This peripheral resistance is where most of the medication given to people that are hypertensive lands. But trust me, if you understand the implication of peripheral resistance, then you will know that truly a lot of patients that are taking antihypertensive medication may not really have needed it if they took care of their poor lifestyle choices and make better lifestyle choices. All right? Talk about how we can help with that. It's just simple logic. If the blood pressure is equal to the cardiac output, that is the amount of blood pumped out of the heart per minute, multiplied by the resistance to blood flow, that means something is blocking that blood flow. So the heart has to increase pressure to overcome that thing. That is the formula for blood pressure. So anything that increases the amount of blood your heart is pumping out per minute, let's say you just heard a gunshot, immediately your heart will start beating, it's pumping more blood per minute. So your blood pressure does what? Goes on. Or the conductor refused to give you your change. You're supposed to stop at Mara bus stop, and he now stopped you at Elf bus stop, Zenith Bank, Lekki phase 1. And you are now telling him that your money cannot be the same, and you're arguing, and you're angry yourself, your heart starts beating, your blood pressure goes on. But guess what? There's another silent performer in the background. If the blood vessels are all blocked with cholesterol aggregates, what happens? That heart will need to pump with a higher pressure to overcome it. And that's why you see some people, they just start shouting at themselves at the bus stop. One person will just fall on the ground. Boom, everybody starts running away. Okay? And many of the drugs that are taken over, I would explain that very shortly. So it's the resistance that must be overcome to push blood through the blood vessels to enable blood flow through the circulatory system. And cardiac output is the amount of blood pumped by the heart per minute. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at these patients here, a slice of this patient's artery, you'll find that it's very free. There's no problem. Everything is going smoothly. But if we take a look at this patient below, you'll find all the spaghetti, the indomie, the fufu, the semo, the amala, the bokoto, excessive cow meat, fried foods, snacks, suya, shawarma, pizza, all of them gather here to come and form the Akbarako meeting. And guess what? The heart needs to pump with a higher pressure to squeeze them through. This is often what? The origin of a lot of people's high blood pressure. But sadly, we don't focus on this aspect. Rather than clean up this aspect here, this one that is blocking blood flow, we focus on expanding the blood vessels. And that's where there's a lot of problem. So today, I want to teach us how we can clean up this place here so that we will not need drugs like amlodipine in future, or lisinopril, or nifedipine, and all these other drugs that eventually lead to expansion of the blood vessels. So I want to ask us a very basic question, and I want us to type your answer in the chat room. We'll check it later. Now, if somebody is hypertensive and blood is finding difficult to flow through this place, What if the person removes this blockage now? What will happen to the blood pressure? Will it go up or will it go down? Please type your answer in the chat box. And after this seminar, we're going to check what we said. Now, we have different types of hypertension. It is postulated that we have the one that's as a result of essential, we call essential hypertension, primary hypertension. It happens about 90 to 95% of cases. Okay. Now, this is, people believe that it's actually via an unknown cause, but oftentimes we find out that it is strongly linked to poor lifestyle choices. All right. And we find out that it's as a result of excessive increase, or let me say, as a result of increase in peripheral resistance, most likely due to what we mentioned earlier. So that's why you find out that we've had about 100% success rate in either reversing or reducing people's blood pressure that come to us for treatment. And we don't use chemical drugs. And we don't discourage people from what? Obeying the prescriptions given by their health practitioner. In fact, it's the health practitioners that begin to reduce the medication by themselves. Do not reduce your medication on your own, but always check your blood pressure before you take medication. Because we're going to show us how we can actually help to reduce our blood pressure, okay? Now, secondary hypertension is as a result of a known cause. So once you find the reason why the blood pressure is happening and you remove it, the blood pressure disappears. For instance, let's take renal artery stenosis for example. If the blood vessels here in this artery here are blocked by cholesterol aggregates, okay, there will be a false signal sent to the juxtaglomerular cells around here that there's low blood pressure. And what do? They secrete renin, and renin will activate angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1, then angiotensin converting enzyme will now convert angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. Forget all this grammar I'm saying. At the end of the day, there will be a wrong signal that the blood pressure is too low. So the heart starts pumping with a higher blood pressure to overcome the risk of low blood pressure. But it's a lie. It's just this section here that was having low blood pressure because of blockage of this side by probably cholesterol aggregates, as I mentioned. So that means if you clear this renal artery and allow the blood to flow better with less pressure, of course, allow the blood to flow better with appropriate pressure signal, then the baroreceptor cells here will not complain. And guess what? The blood pressure begins to go down. So there'll be no need for drugs like lisinopril, which counters that angiotensin converting enzyme. That's why it's called an angiotensin. So that's just a summary for those of us that love science. That's why I just gave this. So for another example is overweight. When you have more weight, your heart has a higher or wider region to pump blood to. So what happens? It needs more pressure to pump the blood to supply. Imagine your body was just first stacked. Then later you now start eating, then you now added Satellite Town, you added Navy Town, you added Okota, then you're now heading towards Lekki Axis. In fact, you have even passed CMS. That means you are getting bigger. So what will happen? Your heart needs a higher pressure to supply that extra body mass. That's why a lot of people are hypertensive. That's why oftentimes once a patient comes to me and is hypertensive, if you are heavy like a hippopotamus, you must come down first before you start talking. And oftentimes, as the patient is reducing their blood pressure, in fact, almost 100% of cases this goes back. Okay, so you can see pregnancy is not left out, thyroid problems are not left out, and so on. So let's just you can see this is an example of pregnancy-induced hypertension, and you can see there are some cases where we have hypertensive crisis and isolated systolic hypertension, and so on and so forth. Some of the signs and symptoms of hypertension, it doesn't have any sign, oftentimes. But if it should pity you or pity the patient, it gives headaches at the back of the head, especially in the morning, lightheadedness, altered vision. Altered vision is because those tiny blood vessels that are supplying the part of the eye that receives light, that is now converted to electrical impulses, that is now what's interpreted by the occipital lobe of the brain. When those blood vessels begin to have damage as a result of excess pressure, one can start having blood evasion. Like the young lady that was admitted in Onitsha that day that had high blood pressure. When she got to the hospital, she could not see. She had what is called preeclampsia. So her blood pressure was high as a result of pregnancy. So she could not see. But immediately after the reduction of the blood pressure, her eyes began to become clear again. Okay? So you can see that she may almost learn to see. Was that guy that's saying, I can see clearly now. So she was so happy. All right. So you can see fainting is also part of it. You understand? And let's not forget forgetfulness. Some people, before they call their child, if they want to call their third child's name, they will call everybody in their village, call all their workers before they remember their child's name. They should go and check themselves because the tiny blood vessels supplying the hippocampus in the brain may be affected, hence affecting memory. There is no way you can know your blood pressure except you measure. We have about 10 minutes. There's no way you can measure. You can check your blood pressure without. You can know your blood pressure without measuring. Some people. I think there was a patient that came around one time and said, what's your? Are you hypertensive? He said, check me now. I'm not hypertensive. Look at me. Hey, I told the guy, I said, man, I think I had a case that I was like, we have to measure to be sure. I'm not sure, but I think that patient finally was hypertensive when he finally checked. So you can't know. If you look at this ambassador of hypertension here, like this cat you see here, once you're looking at this cat, know everything, most of the things that cause hypertension, you should already know. Early in the morning is already high, he has smoked, he's drinking, he has a martini there. Look at the stomach, look at obesity. Does this cat look at somebody that is eating right? This is a drunkard that smokes and does not, of course, drug abuse may be among this challenge. And you can see this cat will most likely have hypertension. There's no need for us to even talk too much. Just have this image in your mind and you know what can cause hypertension. All right? Now, prevention and treatment, lifestyle modification, very important. But, of course, monitor blood pressure regularly. That's one thing that the Africans, they do. In fact, it's what we call fire brigade approach. Until there's fire on the mountain, everybody's shouting, run, run, run. People don't check their blood pressure in Africa. Talk less of checking their weight. But you know that some people in Africa, I can bet you that maybe more than 50% of people you know in Africa that are above 20 don't know their height. This height that has been with them almost all, from when they stop growing, they don't do it. I'm telling you, 60-something-year-old person that has had his height the same for the past 40 years doesn't know it. We take a lot of important things for granted. Now, avoiding excess salt, that was his national anthem, everybody knows. Exercise, weight management is important. Autophagy, if Prof gives me time, I'll tell us about autophagy. Then, of course, we have to quit smoking, reduce alcohol intake, and use of appropriate medication. These basically work by reducing cardiac output, that's the rate at which the heart pumps the heart blood, and prefer resistance to blood flow through the blood vessels. Please and please, these things are not treating your hypertension. No. What they are doing is they are life support. Because a lot of people say, my hypertension is managed, I'm taking drugs. My brother and sister in the Lord, you are 35 years old, you are taking antihypertensive medication up to 3 different types. What if when you live to 100 years, you want to drink antihypertensive medication for the next 65 years? If they pack all those drugs inside buckets for you, let's say an angel shows you the future and say, my brother, if you live to 100 years, these are the drugs you will drink. I'm telling you, nobody will tell you to start looking for solution. And mind you, all drugs are what? Poison. I'm not discouraging us from taking medication, but I'm discouraging us from what? Abusing medication. That's why I'm saying this. Now, the best of them all is the use of natural pharmaceuticals in management and reversal of hypertension. The reason why I know is because I personally was also hypertensive before. You know, now as an Igbo man now, I can't do one thing. I must work from morning till night till morning, do all the business in the universe. Papa Wolf, I'm going to this place, selling car, everywhere. And I'm still a practitioner at the same time, attending to patients, everything. Of course, my blood pressure, and I was eating. In fact, trust me, sometimes it's true. When they say lawmakers are lawbreakers, I'm telling you, all the things I was telling my patients not to do, I was doing them until I landed inside the emergency. I said, Jesus, I turned to the head practitioners beside me. Dr. Kinton was there. Dr. Shaya was there. Now don't catch me. Don't escape. And this is Mediterranean diet. Although I'm fine now, I don't have my blood pressure is amazing. Thank God. I reduced from about 120 to. I checked my weight yesterday. I was at 97 from about 120. So that's how my blood pressure disappeared. Now, Mediterranean diet, all things bright and beautiful. There's no shawarma here, brukutu, shekpe, SK, paraga, monkey tail. Nothing like that is here. No azu, no the brand of Johnny Walker. Everything here is all things bright and beautiful. I would like to appeal that we should stop touching our screen so that we don't distract others. All right. So we have to restart this slide so that we can clear these lines on the screen. Take your hands off your screen, please, guys, so we don't distract other people. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we are right. Just a moment, please. Okay. So all things bright and beautiful. So you can see very clean. There's no wahala here. There's no smoking and all those things. This is how to eat if you want to live long. Okay. But we have other ways we can assist you to achieve this. All right. Please just bear in mind that most people you know in Nigeria that are above, let's say 35, are hypertensive. In fact, we are having people below 30 that are hypertensive now. Somebody told me that he's suspecting that even Nigeria too is hypertensive. Nigeria, the country itself needs a cardiologist right now. So everybody has to be very careful. Go and check your blood pressure. Okay? Go and check your blood pressure. And of course, you can see 1 in 3 adults suffer from hypertension. And not everybody knows. When they did this research, 26.7 million people were receiving treatment. What about the 53.3 million people? Those ones are just like time bomb. Anything can just happen. If you shout at them and they fall, they say don't keep person, or you have sent somebody to hospital, whereas the person was hypertensive. My brother and sister in the Lord, if you can use your spiritual medical X-ray vision to view some people's head, this is how their head is. You may be looking at somebody, person is looking normal in front of you, but this is how the person's head is. Everybody head they hurt. Recently, I heard that there is fuel increase. I can tell you that as the fuel price increased, some people's blood pressure also increased. So let's be careful. Okay? You can imagine that Nigeria, this one is one that I don't even know what to say about this. Upon all the ministry of Google we have here, look at Nigeria is ranking number 1 in the people that have the lowest life expectancy in the world, though. This one is not. So you see, when we're telling people to take care of their health, it seems as if these people, they want to make money from us. Remember that their patient never loses, whether the patient is dead or alive. It's the one that likes you that will tell you, go and take care of yourself. Just always bear in mind that once your patient is telling you to go and take care, that person likes you. Trust me. Now, these are the complications of hypertension. We have hypertensive heart disease. Hypertensive retinopathy, that's the one that affects the eyes, the stroke, heart failure. Now, imagine that hypertension causes kidney problems, and kidney problems cause hypertension. It's a terrible cycle. Dementia and all the economic problems, and of course, death. So this is how people can actually reverse hypertension. But I want to show us something quickly. This is what they call a dietary approach to stop hypertension. All right. So when you hear that, a lot of people tell you that hypertension is not treatable. It's a lie. That's just the truth. It's not in all cases. All right. Once you can find out the reason why someone is hypertensive and you withdraw it, the person should be well. You can see these are our universities telling us that DASH stands for dietary approach to stop hypertension. Of course, you can see eating that this is a healthy eating plan designed to help prevent or treat high blood pressure. You see, when some people are telling lies, sometimes they forget that the truth is always often naked. Look at treat. They did not say pause or treat. It's written there. That tells that it is what? Treatable. If hypertension was not treatable, you will not find this word here. It's not possible. So be careful and mind what you are being told. So this hypertension can actually lead to cardiovascular disease and eye health issues, okay? When the inner wall of the blood vessels are damaged, then cholesterol begins to form a cascade of foam cells begin to get there, white blood cells to try to save them, save that area. Before you know it, a lot of other people that did something that were just waka passes them. Those days when I was still, the time I was into Nigerian movie industry, there's one people they call waka pass. So those ones that are now waka pass, and now start coming together to cause problem in the blood vessels. Okay, and when this happens in the heart, it can lead to a heart attack. What happens in the brain, it leads to a stroke. It can also happen in the eye and cause the hypertensive retinopathy. In the kidneys, it causes hypertensive nephropathy, and so on and so forth. So chemical intervention. Okay, now look at what people chew like chin-chin. All right, I don't want to go too far here because I don't want to discourage us from taking medication, but bear in mind that all of these things you are seeing here, all of them are poison. Do not tamper with your medication without a trained health practitioner. These are their side effects, okay? I won't even stop here at all because I know that some people will be searching for the one that actually, yes, amlodipine kills erection. They keep penis, period. Just know that. So people are asking me that question. Go ask your doctor. But nobody is going to say because of your sexual performance, you will now come and risk your life. Don't even think of it. They will still give you that drug because your life, it's always there's a life that can perform. You understand? So, but yes, it does. And a lot of them do as well. So it's better you save yourself the stress of causing wahala. So stop saying you don't know why it's not working. Hypertension can cause it. Now I want to show us some things. I'm not telling you that this is what you must do or use. Prof, with your permission, I think I need to have extra 3 minutes or so. My time should be almost about, I have about a minute left, but I need 3 more minutes so I can just run through this aspect. If you don't mind, 3 or 5 minutes, please.
Right. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, you can see these things I'm showing us here. I'm not trying to tell us that this is what you must buy or this is what you must use. But I'm telling you that those testimonies that you hear of Dr. Drugs on social media, of people that have one condition or the other that has been treated and they're thanking God, even though I'd like to live a private life, but they're still out there. This is what I gave to them and they recovered. This is what I used for them. It's a very simple thing to understand. I've explained how a blocked blood vessel can actually make the heart pump with a higher pressure to squeeze through. When you remove what is in there that is blocking it, what will happen? I'm trying to teach us how to clean up our blood vessels, make them more elastic so that the heart does not need to pump with more pressure to go through the constraint. All right. Now, this company has been around for about 50 years, and I don't like long story. This is what I give people because there are so many things out there. But I've taken my time to even run the experiments with this Arctic Sea, and to my greatest amazement and surprise, the thing passed this. I ran the experiment myself. It's not as if I'm a scientist too, in case some of us don't know. So now, how does it work? Just briefly, if you want to know more about this, contact whomever invited you to tell you more about these things, all right? But I'll be very brief because of time. Now, this Arctic Sea contains what you call essential fatty acids, eicosapentaenoic pentanoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. What they do is that they prevent cholesterol aggregation coming together of cholesterol. And you know what that means? Inadvertently, what I just tried to say that it helps to disperse cholesterol aggregates. That's why when we add this to regimen, forget the BP begins to go down together with the other ones. This garlic thyme you see contains lecithin. Now, lecithin emulsifies fat. And anything that emulsifies fat is more like saying it dissolves fat away. And what is cholesterol? Forget it. Cholesterol and fat, they are 10 and 10 pence. Forget that thing. They are virtually the same thing. If you throw them on water, they will both float. You understand? So that is how this helps to work. In fact, in some way, when I do weight management program, I add this there for them to help to also emulsify the fat as well. Now, I don't want to talk about this one unless we don't want to live here today. Just know that the usefulness of this thing has been known. Go and ask the pharaohs of Egypt. If you could go back in time and ask them, they'll tell you they've been using these things for ages. This contains a somatic stem cell stimulant and has so many things apart from the anti-inflammatory properties. Remember that anytime one is having blockage of blood vessels, there must be inflammation before the blood vessels begin to get blocked. That's one thing people don't understand. And of course, The damaged parts of the heart and the brain, we have somatic stem cells there on standby. This will go and stimulate those somatic stem cells to begin to heal. I'm not talking about those ones they put under the tongue. That 419 thing they say that is that scam. They say they put on the tongue that you're swallowing stem cell. That's a bloody scam. I've checked it, and what it contains, that thing contains are powerful antioxidants from berries and so on and so forth. So that's not true. You cannot use stem cells will not pass through your sublingual cavity because there's also what a barrier there, right? And the ones that pass once you go through your mouth will be destroyed by the hydrochloric acid there. So this is the only thing you can get that is closest, commonly closest towards stem cell recovery by stimulating the ones God has put in your body. That's what this one does. Now, this cardio health you see is very unique. It contains coenzyme Q10, which has been known to regenerate and rejuvenate the heart, lungs, the liver, the kidneys. But guess what? This same coenzyme Q10 is what is a mitochondrial, it promotes mitochondrial function. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells, right? So that's why you see that when children have autism, we add this for them. And when you add this to their regimen, you find out that they have a better ability to read, write, and learn, all right? Because the cells that are poorly developed, especially in the parts of the brain that are necessary for such skills, you find out that those cells become more powered to do their function better and helps improvement. And that's why it's very important that we use this to also make the cells that are having issues have enough power to regenerate themselves and do whatever they're supposed to do. You understand? So that's the unity. And guess what? It also brings down cholesterol level. Wonderful. These are things I know a lot of us never knew about, but just go to Google and check. All right? To be sure. Now, this product is very unique. If you're a man and you're here, please open your ear wide. This one helps to improve blood flow to the upstream sector and downstream sector. It helps to expand the blood vessels to allow blood flow better. Okay, the upstream sector is talking about the heart, the downstream sector talking about the entanglement facility, so that my dad will be happier in the other room. Then, of course, it helps with muscle growth because it contains L-arginine and amino acid. This program helps us to reduce weight without malnourishment. Okay, it's a 9 days weight loss and detoxification program reduce caloric intake and increase caloric expenditure systematically via use of low caloric diet plan, exercise, autophagy, and natural pharmaceuticals, while ensuring adequate nourishment. A lot of people undergo malnourishment. You see, you are losing weight because you want to do it in a cheap way. You are not starving yourself, forgetting that when you starve yourself, you are actually damaging important cells in the body. But this one will just come and surgically, in quotes, remove the fat only and leave the cells healthy and happy. That's why, in fact, I cannot count how many people that have helped to reverse their blood pressure, starting with this one. In fact, I have one the latest one I have is in Warri now. A grandma, a great grandmother, in fact, not even a grandma, that I placed out. When I placed out this program, she said, "You want to kill me?" No, but today she's now dancing and happy. She said the last time I spoke with her or so, she and her husband were there. She said that when time she climbs upstairs, she's almost breathing through all the holes in her body, even her ear, her nose, her anus, because she was tired. But now she says she runs upstairs and nothing. She doesn't feel anything because we have helped her reduce weight. But of course, don't forget we added other, condiments. So you know about aloe vera gel. These are the things you find in there. This one contains the materials that will nourish the cell. Fiber is generally good for the gut and also against high blood cholesterol. Then, if you know anybody that has gone on mugo before, and that pepper soup they give the mother to help reduce the belly fat, please bear in mind that contains thermogenic substances. Is that like the ones you find in black pepper? You understand? It's not the heat of the pepper soup that is melting the fat after pregnancy. It's the thermogenic substances that are there, and that's what you find inside here. Of course, this one prevents the conversion of carbohydrates into fatty substances. There's a measuring tape there and so on and so forth. So I'm going to leave us with this. On this note, you are what you consume, and there's a constant battle between factors that repair and protect our bodies and those that break it. And so be on the winning side. Your food, though, may be killing you. In fact, do you know that the things that kill human beings the most on earth start from the gut? That means what you are eating and saying, that is what is also killing most people you know. Many people that are in mortuary today, is their food that kill them. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Now, kindly remember not to adjust medication without the guidance of a trained professional. That guy is not joking. Prevention is better than early detection. Choices you make today determine how you will be tomorrow. Please. So people used to give excuse, I will aging. Aging is not a disease. It's Prof for giving me extra 5 to 7 minutes. I really appreciate. And whatever questions we have, Prof, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank God, sir.
Please wait behind though, because there will be questions for you later.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all
Prof.
the
Yes,
all the drama, so people are waiting for you. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right. Okay, so we are going to continue now with our presentation. We are going to continue now with it. See, we have shown you products that are from natural sources. That is why I took you from the beginning, aloe vera and the beehive products, and then some natural herbal products. The idea is showing you all the products that are available today that are natural, that we can rely on, particularly when you talk about hypertension, like Dr. Drugs have shown to us. You can see all this is horrible to see the death rate, people dying every month or different diseases. But thank God, I'm here. So what do we do with the products? What is the business in the products? How do you make money? Because if you are doing business, we expect that some income has to be generated. First thing, like God said, we have to be and develop our customer base. We have told you how to share the products, how to relate to people with the products, tell them how important they are, and then they buy from you. And what it means is if they buy again, there's a repeat sales, then you have a customer. How many of such customers are you going to accumulate all throughout your life? They're important to you. That is what we call developing your customer base. It's important, but suffice to mention that all the products he has mentioned already now, what do they do to you? They make you look better. They make you feel better. And you feel okay in terms of your health. You talk about health crisis. And if that continues, you now helping people, other people too, they feel better and look better. And at that stage, you start to accumulate money. Money start to come in. That is the business in the products. The question is, where do you find these customers who will buy these products from you? Where? They are everywhere. If you go to your phone, your personal contacts, these are people you can call and say, good morning, have you taken your aloe vera gel today? They say, what is aloe vera gel? I say, okay, I will send you a video. You see, you are already marketing. And then people from the daily routine, in the office, at the gym, and if you are on social media, you are online. These are where you make your contacts. Then you set up your local communities. You share the products and share the business. You talk about the products and then talk about the business, what it can do for you. They're important. So as you recommend the products, these products are amazing. That's why Dr. Drugs have to come to download all they have said today, the importance of the products. Once you recommend the products to people and they buy and they become customers, you are gradually establishing your customer base. I'll give the example. What do you make from the products from customers. These are the products, some of it, because it mentioned so many products and they are all good. That even Blue Dome tea, all these are the products. But we take these three, for example, talk about it to explain the business of the products. Actually, see, cardio health, aloe vera gel. Now, how do you make money from this? You see this slide? Look at it. Cardio health, for example, if you're an FBO, forever business owner, which I am, if you are an FBO, you can buy the products from the company directly in wholesale price, as wholesale price. But you must sell it to customers, to people at retail price. Difference between the retail and the wholesale price is your profit. You can say, yeah, just cardio health pack of this you sell, a pack you sell. About 16,600 is your profit. Just one pack. You see the profit? Then actually see. You see how much you buy it and how much you sell it, and then look at your profit. Aloe vera gel, look at the profit. So if you are going to supply a set of products, like the three products we have there, we expect to make about 45,500 naira as profit on those products. Wow. To one person, what about second person? If you are making that amount, supposing you are productive enough, supposing you have 50 customers you are attending to, 50 customers, and don't forget that the products are consumable. These products are meaning that you buy this now, you use it after a week or so. I exhausted. I can take this for a whole day. Yeah, it means every day you can be taking a bottle, but don't forget that they are consumable. They are finished, and you like what they have done for you. You want more products. You keep on ordering for more products. So the more you order, the more money you make. So the profit you make from this Active C, aloe vera gel, cardio health is 45K plus, and we have 50 customers already who are buying. So you are making about 2.2 million. Does that strike anything in you? 2.2 million. So if you push up, the more you go, you can accumulate about 100 customers. Your customer base is expanding. You can make about 4 million from profits on products. You see, the best kind of business you do is when money comes into your account every day. You don't have to work for a whole month or 2 months or 6 months before you make money. No, money comes in every day, streams in the stream. So these are the things. What about monthly bonus? In a month, how do you make money? You have to first develop, see, your network. Your network have to start with you. If you use Japanese model, you bring in about 5 people that you are sure of that they behave just exactly like you in terms of business. They like the business. And then they come into the business under you. You have brought in 5 people. Teach them well. Tell them what to do. And guess what? The company will say thank you and well done. For these 5 people you have brought in, this is how much we are paying you. Thank you. And you see, that amount given to you by the company, don't hide it. Send it to each of them. Say, look at what I got by bringing you 5 of you into the business. So say, wow, you mean the company paid you this? Then they will go to work. Each of them will also bring in 5, 5, 5. Each of them, your 5 will bring in their 5. So you have 25 people already. And the same way you are paid for bringing the 5, the same thing the company will do to them for bringing in their own 5. And that month, guess what? 25 plus 5, 30. You paid on the basis of what 30 people have done, the work you have done. So gradually, you are expanding your network. 125 to 625. If we stop there, 780 people in the network, then how do you make the money? How do you make the money? 780 people in your network. If we use this aloe gel, for example, the good thing is the company will pay you with the retail price, not wholesale price, not how much you bought the product. You use this. Each person among the 780 are buying only one bottle, for example. Retail price is 44,000. 44,000 times 780 will give out 34 million. That's a turnover. Wow. The company using average bonus, about 10 or 11%. If they do that, your monthly bonus, that month, you will pay 3.4 million. From your profits on products, you are making about 2 point something million, and you can do better than this. People do better than this. I will show you later on. So you see, monthly, you are making money. And daily, you are making money. At the end of the year, also, there are more. In fact, I will show you later on 10 different ways that you can accumulate money. Money flows into your system. So let's look at the opportunity, FFP of opportunity. Now, today we talk about your online presence. Online marketing is the new currency. You don't have people. Most people have phones, smartphones, but what they do with it, just making fun online. Just no. Your phone to bring in money to you. Your online presence is your storefront. What you do every day online, and then attraction, not watching people, but people come to you. You attract from what you do online, brings in people. And then your visibility. Obviously, makes you the leads. And you are consistent every time you are online consistently. People are looking for you, they find you. They find you. And the things you say, what you do online, they're all important. And then the real secrets. People don't buy products. If I said this to you today, it's not this drink I'm saying to you, but what does it do? What solution does it prefer to you? Is what I'm saying to you. The solution this drink will give to you is what I'm saying to you. And of course, the better way you now feel. See, if you want to call me to bring more of this drink, it's not a drink. That means you want more of that solution. And then the confidence in your decision to buy. So, one, you attract. You do things, what you post and what you do, and your content are rich enough that it attracts people. You may not be there, but you have done the posting, your contacts, and then you connect with them. Don't just post and go and sleep. And you must be to attend to people who are patronizing you. You connect with them and you educate them. Educate them because people want to know. They want to know the secret in this. Then you tell them, share stories with them, and then you guide them. That is the secrets. And then I talk about the 5-step blueprints. The attraction, you show up every day, and then you engaging content. What you post must be engaging so that people want to, are you sure? You are there with showing them, and then you build connections. People buy from people. Yes. And then you educate them, use stories, and then even questions, things that will trigger people that want to. Eventually, you talk about trust between you and your customers. Understand the real needs, the real health need, and then you profile them, and then you close. Closing is, yeah, you make sales. Look at this young man from India, Krishna Arora. Go online, Google Krishna Arora. 24-year-old is number one in India now in this business. Look at what he did on YouTube. Look at his followers. My God, making $30,000 a month. That's about 45,000 million naira, 45 billion naira. Yes. What are we doing? So where did it come from? His online presence, what he did online. So you cannot underrate what people do online. And then the same thing, this one from Japan, Konami. Wow, this woman now is all over the world. This is the number one in terms of activities, online activities. What she does is wonderful. So, talking about our business online now, please, 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 we all have to go back and learn and improve on what we are doing online, because it's going to create a lot of things for us. And then you build a business. Your global business is built on sharing wellness, sharing products of wellness. You don't even need large capital or physical stores. Yes, you earn while helping people to improve their health. As they are buying to improve their health, yes, and you are earning. The system rewards product users, sharers, and leaders. And you are the one, you are the solution providers. Then you build a local international team through digital tools. And then leverage videos, testimonials, and then training systems. All these are the things. I've told about the compensation plan already. Compensation. This company has a great compensation plan. You'll be amazed what you do and what you are paid. And you want to do more. Hard work does not kill. Yes. You want to do more. Your profit, don't forget you must get a profit. Commission and bonuses that you get every month. These are products, these are things. You can see 10 different ways. From this business, you can earn from 10 different ways. Wow. If I were you, I want to put my hands together and get to work. Where somebody cannot even earn from one source, you are earning from 10 different sources regularly. This is wow. Oh, the chairman bonus. Of all the 10 ways, this is the baba of everything. Oh, what you do from January to December, accumulating all the company says, well done, congratulations. You can see that you are going to help, you are going to build it also, share profit, the company profit. You can imagine getting as much as this, $6,000 as a one-off check given to you, or $1 million plus dollars. Wow. It happens. People have tested it and people are doing it. Why not you? About the trips. 2 different trips the company give free of charge. Imagine you are traveling with your spouse or somebody to all the expenses paid by the company. Just carry your bag. Yeah, on the trip. Yes. Well, I've been to Paris last year, Phuket, and we're supposed to be in Dubai next month, April, but the company said, no, we care about you, not where missiles are flying from Iran and all. No, don't go. But we'll still pay you and give you all that you deserve. Company. These are also an incentive. You have worked for it and you qualify to get a brand new car free to you. It's awesome. Every 3 years. So the business you can build locally and globally. You can also earn locally and globally. As you talk now, you can build your right from online. What you are doing online, you have people now in Brazil, your team, people from Germany, your team, people from Italy, your team, all over. That's your global business. And you are paid globally in dollars and pound sterlings. And what you are doing in your country is local business, and you are paid locally as well. So both local and global business, you earn money. Ladies and gentlemen, after all this talk we have talked today, what matters most to you? What matters most to you? That will be the reason why you must pursue vigorously with all your energies, all your strengths, working so smart if you know what matters to you and want to achieve it. And I tell you, is it excellent health? We have talked about the products, all natural products. Oh, is it time that you need more time? Time freedom? Or who is complaining, no time, no time, no time, no time. No, 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 I don't, I'm busy. But check how much they earn. Peanuts. Yes. But it's a business you do, you have time freedom. Is it travels? Or is it legacy you can leave behind? At the end of the day, yes, you have worked and you have left something behind that some people will inherit. And then personal growth. In this business, you learn a lot. And then you impact, making a difference in people's life, a difference. See, is it new home you want? Or is it about meeting new people? I can't forget, each time we go on these trips, the US or some, breakfast time, you want to see people from different 160 countries. While meeting and for breakfast, you see them excited. People of different, my God, we need to meet people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to build a successful MLM brand. Building a successful MLM brand with forever living product requires strategies, dedication, and a focus on personal well-being. Don't forget the wellness and well-being we started with. By leveraging proven strategies and prioritizing self-care, you can achieve financial freedom. This is the ultimate where you are going to financial freedom. Right. What is the path to financial freedom? As I round up now, I let you know that the opportunity to build a business, you build a business and earn income. After all, business must bring income for you. Potentials of passive income, that quiet income that flows in without your knowing self. That's residual commissions. Ability to create a legacy and build wealth for the future generation. And supportive communities and training resources. Don't forget that you have to build a community, establish your community properly. Each person establishes his community properly, then join our community and start building your MLM brand today. It's a brand. You have to build it. It's your own. So, as a summary, I'm concluding now. Forever Living Product offers a unique opportunity to create an income and make positive impact. You see, we started with income and then impacts. We started with wellness and well-being, and we are ending up from there now. Yes, the company provides high-quality products, training, and support to help you succeed. A company that everything you need, they're all there. Go online. You get to learn how to do it. Then build a successful business with forever. It requires dedication. It requires working smart and a passion. You have to be passionate about health. Talk to people about health. And then the potential for financial freedom and personal growth. These are real things, and we need to. And then you have to start from here. If you are new today, you start from here. The person who invited you yesterday will give you a link from, you fill this form, there's a number on it, which is your personal number. You keep it for you to operate the business throughout your life. Once you have filled this form and submit, then you have signed on in the business. And then you go now to buy some products in your name. You are sponsored already into the business. Preferably start your journey in park. It's a journey you are taking now. And you have to start this journey. If you don't want the pack, you can select products of your choice. In either way, we are on the business. And then we will work with you, hold you by the hand to show you where and how to go about the business. You will never fail. I've been in the business for about 24 years now. And it becomes sweeter and sweeter every day. So I invite you today, come, join us. Let's go on the journey as a family.